Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, as usual, I have a special sales offer available. And for this month, it's inspired on the Virgo theme season we have been on, and it's called Wipe It Clean. So if you would like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Aries, it feels like this mid-September, there's a lot of secrecy and a lot of things that are being brought to your awareness, that you're keeping to yourself, but at the same time, it's like, uh, I feel like some of you are gathering information from what you are finally understanding, but it's like it's hard for you to keep this by yourself. I keep getting like some of you, you know that you should keep certain things to yourself. You know that you should protect your privacy and the privacy of others in which this might, this secret or occult information might pertain to. You know, and I keep getting like you have this knowing that you should, but at the same time, the heaviness or the weight that this secret or this information that you have or that you are now being given, the weight it carries, it might be so much that some of you will be spilling like information without wanting to, or spilling the beans, or like putting things out and then being a little bit, oh, why did I do this? Why did I say that? So you have here the beautiful High Priestess as your opportunity. So definitely during mid-September, there's a deepening of internal awareness and a deepening of your own secrets, things you hide for your own, from your own self. Things that you hide, even, things that are positive, like the powers you have, the knowledge you have, the abilities you have. Sometimes they're so buried, they're so repressed, they're so out of our conscious reach that we don't know half of what we're capable of. I'm sorry, half of what we are capable of, half of what we truly are. And I also feel like in another way, some of you Aries are finding a deeper layer of who you are during this time that is going to bring you more peace, internal peace. Some of you are looking for this internal peace, and it's still something you're struggling to find. Some of you are avoiding, the real feelings you have through, going out a lot, perhaps drinking a lot, or just doing a lot of things to ease your disturbances, to smooth a little bit again of this internal intensity and pull down that I'm feeling some of you are experiencing. It's like you're trying to look for some gratification, some easy ways to meet pleasure, to meet, peace, to meet lightheartedness, a lighthearted disposition. And the thing is that I'm feeling like what might be happening is that when you're doing that, when you're kind of in a way cheating the process that you're being called to go toward, it's like a deep dive in the inner self. But this deep dive is not at all something I feel like some of you Aries are, it's not your familiar way to, deal with situations. Some of you are scared of this depth, are scared of this pool, because it's like some of you have never been there, or some of you, when you have been there, it has been difficult to get out, and now it's like you're being called to go back to a certain space feeling, thought, memory, condition, trauma, secret that you don't want to. It's like I keep getting like a feeling like why the hell do I need to go there again? So some of you, this is really about things of the past that you have not yet fully dealt with. Either being things that you keep inside, like things you know that you don't confess or you have not confessed, and you're feeling like maybe if I confess, maybe if I say it, maybe if I open up now, I will be free. I also feel like some of you, this might be about your circle. Some of you might be, seeing who's who, or you might already know who's real, who's fake around you in terms of friendships or other types of associations that you're dealing with. You know who is the real deal and who isn't. And the challenge here with the Three of Cups pertains to, again, the moment where some of you might be around people that are betraying you, that are betraying others you know or care about, people that you know are deceptive and not doing anything about it. It's like I feel like some of you Aries know that there is deception happening within a specific group of friends or people you're dealing with. But again, it's like you don't know how to approach the situation, because perhaps you also have a feeling of guilt or a feeling of now it's too late for me to say anything, particularly if this is about information and, again, secrecy and things of the past that you have kept for a long time. It's like, now how am I going to say, or how am I going to open up about this thing that in a way I participated to? So regrets, Aries. I keep getting like some of you carry regrets, and you carry a feeling of almost like you want to sacrifice, or you feel like you have to sacrifice a part of you to have things, to keep having things as they are, like the normalized version of your life, even if there's parts of it that are not good, that are not real. It's like you want to preserve, right? You want to preserve your circle, you want to preserve your friends, you want to preserve the love around you, or how things have been set. You don't want to disturb, you don't want to be the one that is going to break apart the happy bubble, even if the happy bubble is an illusion. But again, the pull to darkness. I keep getting like some of you, this pull to darkness that I'm talking about is like this. It's like you're being pulled to look at what you're really afraid of when it comes to communicating and operating from truth. What it is that you're really afraid. What you're really afraid of ending. Because perhaps this is the advice. The ending that you're afraid that will happen is exactly the ending that should happen. To find your freedom, to find your liberation from whatever this is, to find a way out of the hole and back into a real place of joy with real friends, with real love. It's like some of you want the real thing, but you don't want to. Some of you want the real thing, but you don't want to deal with the uncomfortable side of what that entails, which is when you want something real, you have to be real, and you have to be willing to cut off what's not real. And because that's going to be uncomfortable, I keep getting like, because it's uncomfortable, or because you feel as well guilty, or because you feel like it's not my place, or because it's like you give a lot of, I keep getting like some of your Aries are giving yourselves a lot of justifications to not behave and do the things that you know you should do. So it's like you're fighting against your own self, the best version of yourself, the version that the high priestess is telling you, look, you know better than this. Look, this is not who you are. Look at what you're doing. Look at the fake smile that you're wearing, or look at the fake smile that this person is wearing to you. Because it's going to be very hard to deceive you during this time, but you can be still, it's like you are deceiving yourself and maybe others, and maybe others are doing this to you as well. But you know that that us being like, sometimes deception is going on and we don't have a clue that it's going on. In your case, I feel like you can really sense and know actually where is it coming from and from whom. That's like the key point here in mid-September, is the understanding and awareness of what's not real. The high priestess likes to keep things hidden, guarded, protected, because again, perhaps she feels and senses that it's better to hold on to that information, to use it later than to put it out right now. I feel like it might be that the thing is, it might be that by the fact that you're keeping things too much to yourself, what might be, again, what might end up happening is the opposite. It's like you're going to be pulled out of that place that is so heavy for you to sustain on your own, and you're still going to say things and act in ways that are going to be, your actions and your words are going to be subconsciously driven to do and say things and confess things that you didn't want to, but in a much less conscious form, which means that, again, information and things you might say or do, it feels like weird, it feels misplaced, it feels like sneaky, it feels like weird. And again, this might be you, or this might be someone that it's kind of giving you this weird feeling. Trust your intuition during this time because it's super strong, but also trust the benefits of endings, right? Ending of lies, it's a positive ending. Ending of abuse, it's a positive ending. It's like the power of ending here in terms of benefit is immense for you. So whatever you know and you see and you feel is time to end, the advice is to end it. Do not keep up with the facade. Do not keep up with the facade, because this is going to cost you. I keep getting like, this is going to cost you, where you might be pulled to some depression. For some of you, it's even, you're going to find this relapse. So perhaps some of you Aries have been doing well. Aries that have recovered from addiction or from a trauma or a problem of some sorts. There's a danger during this mid-September to relapse into behaviors that are harmful to you. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.